Well, the markets are taking a beating as the situation in Ukraine continues to develop. The Dow has fluctuated throughout the morning, dropping more than 850 points within the past half hour. For more on this, let's welcome in business and markets analyst and Newsmax contributor Seth Denson and accounting professor at Montclair State America's accountant Dan Geltrude. Gentlemen, welcome. So Seth, I'll start with you. I mean, the markets, they're being affected worldwide. In Russia, where the ruble has plunged to an all-time low and their market has dropped more than 40%. What do you think we're going to see as the markets open in just a few minutes?
I think you're going to continue to see a downward spiral today. I think most analysts are thinking that the day will probably close in the 1,000-point loss range. Again, I don't time the markets. I encourage people not to try to do that. I encourage people to stay the course, think about their time horizon. But, you know, as investors continue to wake up and start to see what's going to happen and think about this prolonged, and as that news comes out of what you just said, how much this is hitting the Russian market, and yet Vladimir Putin is still proceeding, that's going to be very concerning to investors, and I think there'll be a big sell-off today.
Yeah, Dan, Russian banks and oil companies are among the hardest hit in this volatile trading. This is expected at this point, though, right?
It really is. I mean, this is an initial reaction because of so much uncertainty. Look, I don't think anything that happens, whether it's economically or through sanctions or a combination of the two, is going to reverse what Vladimir Putin has already done. He's not going to say, oh, things are getting bad economically for us. Let me pull out of Ukraine. That's not going to happen. I think best case scenario in terms of economic pressure on Russia is that they don't go any further. I really think that's the best we can do. But listen, nothing related to the Ukraine invasion is positive economic news at all.
Yeah, Seth, oil prices, right? So oil over $100 a barrel. I mean, we already are seeing pain at the pumps. And then now with this happening, it's probably going to get worse, right?
It probably is, at least in the short term. Let's remember, though, that the oil that is being bought today is bought on futures. That's delivery dates. Really, right now, we're already into April for those delivery dates. And so if you're thinking about panicking and going out and trying to buy up a bunch of gasoline, don't. It's not going to do you a lot of good. Think about the long term of this. And remember, even the last time we saw a big fluctuation in gas prices, they went back down within a week. I think the next week will tell a lot about what's going on in Ukraine and gas prices. But at the end of the day, I do think as we go into the summer months, gas prices were going to go up anyway. This is just going to exacerbate that.
Yeah, well, to your point, so Dan said the gas prices, they normally go up in the summer, but they're already so high. And now we have this happening. I mean, what do you think they're going to get at?
I think $5 a gallon is very, very realistic going into the spring and the summer months. I don't see why it wouldn't be going that high. Again, what here is going to reverse course in terms of policy coming out of Washington to change the trajectory? Are we going to start opening the pipelines again? Joe Biden has given no indication that he's going to go in that direction right now. So again, supply and demand. How are we going to bring more supply into the market in order to lower prices? It seems like they're not even reacting to that point. And based upon that, prices are absolutely going to go up.
Yeah, Seth, Biden's supposed to speak today. He's alluding that he's going to, issue tougher sanctions. If that happens, how do you expect the markets to react? What do you expect, for oil prices moving forward there? Could they get even worse?
I mean, they could get worse. Again, you just never know what the market's going to react to. All the reasons we've already talked about, gas prices going up. I think that if Biden will take a strong position on sanctions, things like what I've already heard talked about, which needs to happen, having Russia removed from the SWIFT banking system, for example, those types of things, I think investors will respond positively towards. They want to see strength out of Washington. And right now they're not, which leaves investors to go, is Putin the strongest man on the globe right now? And now we're concerned. We need to see strength out of Washington, strength out of our leaders. We're starting to see it out of some of the European leaders. It's time for Biden to step up and do the same.
Very good point, Seth Denson, Dan Geltrude. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.